a special edition of the Weekend Edition. There has been a literal shit ton of news this weekend. This weekend was San Diego Comic-Con, and the news is just all week. It's just been ping, ping, ping of news. And the last 2 days have been an inundation. I don't even know if that's a word. An inundation of news. So I can't even cover it all. I mean, there's just so much of it. It's going to take a couple weeks to filter through everything. So I went ahead and I picked, I don't even know if they're the best stories. It's just the stuff that the best stuff. That was what I'm trying to spit out here. We'll start it off with Justice League Action. Warner Brothers debuted a trailer for Justice League Action. It's the new cartoon, the new animated show. I don't know if Cartoon's PC anymore. That's coming out on Cartoon Network this fall, and it looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill are back as Batman and the Joker. There's a moment in the trailer where the Joker's sort of running away and he says, "Go Superman," and he kind of mugs to himself. That epitomizes, it seems to epitomize what's going to happen with this show. Like I said, a lot of fun. It features all kinds of DC characters. Firestorm's in it. Ronnie Raymond as Firestorm. There's even a Professor Stein that kind of floats around with him. It's literally a potpourri of DC characters. Lobo, Mogul, Plastic Man, all featured in this trailer. What's kind of cool is that, especially lately, not just with this cartoon, but just in all kinds of marketing, that DC Comics isn't just focusing on Superman, Batman anymore. They are focusing on the two of them and Wonder Woman. The Holy Trinity, if you will. And they seem to be the focus of this show. There's a great scene where Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman go back to Paradise Island, and they are asking Wonder Woman if the men are with her, and she says they're more like sidekicks. And the two of them look at each other. It's just, again, another fun moment in the show. Lex is in it. Lex is in a power suit, and while I do like Lex in a power suit once in a while, I prefer my Lex Luthor as a ruthless businessman / scientist, super smart, could be the smartest man on the planet. When they put him in that suit too much, I don't know, it kind of takes away from Lex, but who cares? This is just me nitpicking. Justice League Action premieres this fall on Cartoon Network. On the other side of the comic book street, Marvel Comics, Netflix debuted a trailer for Luke Cage. This looks, talk about looking great. Mike Colter is back reprising his role as Luke Cage. And right from the start, the trailer, it's action. Luke goes over to this SUV and rips off the door, and he's using it as a shield / battering ram. Now, why he's using it that way as a shield really is, I mean, he's got that unbreakable skin, but I think it's more for effect. And he goes into this building, crashes through it again, using the car door as more like a battering ram, uses it, twisting around some thug. I mean, there's something about Netflix and hallways that all these fights happen in. All these thugs in with machine guns and knives and machetes coming after Luke, and the whole trailer, just he's getting shot at, and this guy is a man on the mission. He comes up to like a cell door with a guard behind and reaches through, does that maneuver. Just awesome. Great action. I can't wait for this. Luke Cage, all 13 episodes of Luke Cage premieres on Netflix September 30th. Onward, back to DC. On Friday the 22nd, Warner Brothers premiered this really nice Wonder Woman poster, movie poster. It's a great poster. It's almost majestic. It's a body shot of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. It's brightly lit. The colors are there. None of that stark, none of that filtered, brown-looking, dark nonsense, Zack Snyder nonsense. It's just Wonder Woman in all her glory. And the tagline is awesome. It says, "Power, grace, wisdom, and wonder." I mean, you don't get much better than that. And it was cool to see. And then today, Saturday the 23rd, they trumped it. they released, DC, Warner Brothers released the full-length trailer for Wonder Woman coming next year in 2017. Wow. I mean, wow. She fighting. Oh, we get a look at Chris Pine as Steve Trevor. The trailer opens up with him washed up on the shores of Paradise Island. I want to say I don't even want to pronounce the name. I always fuck it up. Themyscira, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say here. Paradise Island. That's how I will refer it here on out. Wonder Woman, Princess Diana, who's not quite Wonder Woman yet, is gawking over Steve Trevor.
You're a man.
And she's like, oh, you're a man. And he's like, well, what do you think I am? Something to that effect. Just, it's a great touching moment.
No, look like
and from there, we get a really good look at Paradise Island, the Amazonians. There's a fight with the Amazonians against soldiers on Paradise Island. Wow, just wow. You get a good look at the Golden Lasso. Wonder Woman uses that a couple times in the trailer. She's fighting soldiers, all these different soldiers in all these different rooms. Just tons of action. You could not ask for anything more for a first trailer for Wonder Woman. You also meet Etta Candy. You know, you sort of say big deal, but she does go back to Wonder Woman's roots. She's in the second issue of Sensation Comics, which came out February 1942. So, you know, it's just tying the character Wonder Woman to its history. It's a little fan service. Either way, just the whole trailer top to bottom. Great trailer. Wonder Woman hits theaters next summer. By the way, before I move on from Wonder Woman, the one thing that Zack Snyder really did positive for Wonder Woman is he gave her a fucking kick-ass music soundtrack. That song is, oh, it's not a song, it's a tune. It's awesome. So you can thank Zack for that. Speaking of Wonder Woman, we got a good look at today, Saturday the 23rd. Warner Brothers also released a group shot of the Justice League. And, you know, it's okay, it's a group shot. I mean, Superman's in it, you know, Wonder Woman, Batman's in it. You get a good look of Flash in his costume. Not crazy about it. It's got an armor look. Aquaman's in it. I dig that look that they went with for Aquaman. And you get a good look at Victor Stone as Cyborg. You know, okay, whatever. But then they had the nerve to release, it wasn't a trailer, they're calling it a sizzle reel right after that group shot. And that, my friends, that sizzle reel, I have faith in Warner Brothers and DC Comics now that they will do Justice League right. Hopefully they have put some real tight leashes on Zack Snyder for this movie. It opens up with Bruce Wayne. He's on a mission to recruit for this group that he is forming, and he's in this small fishing town, and he's with a bunch of people, and he's looking for Arthur Curry, and he turns around, Arthur Curry / Aquaman turns around, and his eyes are like, I don't know, faded, and then they open and he's like, talk. It just, Jason Momoa is so imposing. They really did justice for, as it were, for Aquaman in this movie. After that, we also get a good look. The trailer, the teaser really focuses on Aquaman and Ezra Miller's Barry Allen / Flash. Bruce goes to Ezra Miller's hideout, whatever you want to call it, house. And he confronts Ezra Miller, and he's like, Barry, he tells him, just like he told Aquaman, that he's forming this group. And he's like, Ezra Miller, Barry Allen's like, I don't know why you're here. And while he's talking, Bruce just tosses, I mean, he doesn't toss it, he throws a batarang as hard as he can at Barry Allen. And we get a good look at Flash time, and it's cool. I mean, it's all the lightning, it's blue lightning, it's cool. And Ezra Miller's just, I keep saying Ezra, I mean, it's the actor, but Barry's looking at the batarang go by, and he grabs it, you know, and it reveals everything about who both of them are, Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Barry Allen, the Flash. And Bruce goes up and says, I'm forming this group, and before he even finishes, right Barry says, I'm in. So that, a little bit of humor in it, which is nice to see. I was very skeptical about Ezra Miller, but I think I'm okay. I have enough room in my heart for two Flashes. I think we'll be okay. We also get a good look at Victor Stone. Not a lot of action or any kind of timing with him. Just Victor walking along, and then we see him later on as Cyborg. You know, it looks all right. How it works in the movie, we'll see. There's cuts between with Bruce is talking to Arthur Curry, grabs Bruce, throws him against the wall. Meanwhile, all these people are around, you know, and Bruce knows why he's there. We get a couple shots of Wonder Woman Gal Gadot, but we just saw the trailer, so it's not that imperative that we see that much more Wonder Woman. Towards the end, we get the group shot. No Superman whatsoever in this trailer, which, you know, that's cool. But we get this group shot of all them together, and Cyborg says to Batman, you know, I didn't think you were real.
Didn't think you were real.
Batman says, I'm real when it's imperative or something like that. I'm paraphrasing here. The trailer ends with Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry / Aquaman holding Bruce up against the wall, and again, a little bit of humor. Bruce says to Aquaman, so I hear you talk to fish. Now, while that should be insulting, I think with Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I think they're doing right by Aquaman. All these years of being the butt of jokes, Jason Momoa is going to turn that all around. And them using that line, I'm all right with, man. It's funny, it's clever, because he's just fucking massive. So I'm cool with it. And by the way, once again, going back to music, great use of Jack White's Icky Thump throughout the trailer. We're coming to the end, man. We are 14 minutes. I told you there's a ton of news. Going back to Marvel and Netflix, we get a tease of the Defenders. It's short, 30 seconds, I guess. Basically, it's just logos, paper flying around, looks like rips of paper. We get the logos of all the different shows. There's a bit that says somebody hand wrote who was Danny Rand. Music-wise, it's set to Nirvana's Come As You Are. So they're really using good music. They're definitely, they knew who their fan base is with these shows and movies. The teaser wraps up with Scott Glenn's Stick saying something to the effect of, you think you four can save New York, you can't even save yourselves. It fades out, and then the Defenders logo comes up. Scott Glenn, in the first season of Daredevil, Matt Murdock's mentor, he was great. What that fucker has up his sleeve, whatever he's got going on, man, I have no idea. But if they're using him as the main villain, it should be pretty fucking interesting. That is coming 2017. No set month or day yet. Finally, we'll wrap this thing up. I've been talking a long time here. We're going to wrap it up with one more Netflix show, Iron Fist. This show has been in and out of rumor, production hell for so long. It's nice to see that it's coming. The trailer opens up. It looks like Danny Rand survives a plane crash as a child, crash lands somewhere in the mountains. It's a snowy landscape. 2 monks are over him. We cut to, I guess, the future or present day, and it looks like he is cuffed to a bed and he's trying to get out. And the next thing you know, he like explodes, kicks the bed through this wall, and he walks out. Man, we do not, it's just like the Defenders trailer, teaser. You don't get much. Ton of questions. And with a close-up of his face, you get somebody saying, hello, Danny. And then it fades out. And what's kind of cool is, I think, they've had a problem of the direction they were going to head with Iron Fist. So as it fades out and the logo fades in, there's like mystical chimes that are going on, and then you get the Iron Fist logo. I have a feeling that they are going to embrace this whole mystical, not mythical, this mystical thing that Danny Rand, Iron Fist is, and they should. There's no reason why they can't. Absolutely no reason. And I am very excited about this show. There is no set date, not even a year. All we're getting out of this is the dreaded coming soon. So there you have it. I mean, there is, like I said at the top, a literal shit ton of news I can't even begin to cover here. I'll be here all day talking at you about it all. the toy part, man, I got a special all that you need to know coming up about all the toy collectible stuff that was covered at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be working on that soon, so expect that. Until then, this has been Weekend Edition.